What's up, Knights? Xantos here, and in today's video, Ultra Carnage is our focus. This is a ridiculously hard-hitting foe with an extremely powerful attack, Chromatic Impact, that can deal devastating damage. Now, along with this, in the first room, there's two level 60 Nameless Warbees back-to-back, and I'm sure, as most of you know, their trample attack can be absolutely devastating. Now, taking a quick peek at Just2fast armor here. Just2fast is a hunter build knight who sent me in some footage of how he took on Ultra Carnage, and that's why I wanted to focus hunter build in today's video. Now, as you can see, hopping into the fight here, we're already well underway into round one. This is due to the fact that these Nameless Warbees can be a little bit unpredictable, so Just2fast just started his footage a little bit late, but you can still get a fairly good idea of how round one was handled with this method. Now, Istara's ability to freeze the entire field was absolutely clutch for Just2fast. You can see that he utilizes the base power and rage power extremely effectively against these two Nameless Warbees. The rage to hold them in place, the base power to do extremely large amounts of damage. Tristan's ability to give Protect for 3 turns is also extremely huge, along with having the ability to cleanse any negative status effects that you're hit with. As you can see, Just2fast is just raining ice on these Nameless Warbees, making sure that they are locked in place so that they cannot do as much damage to them. Now, I had spoke with Just2fast about this footage, and he had mentioned to me that he did make a mistake in this final fight against the Nameless Warbeast. He got a little bit greedy with his rage, wanted to hold on to it when he went into the next room, and unfortunately, he does get struck with a trample that does an absurd amount of damage. You can see, even slightly misplaced timing can be devastating. You have to definitely focus. I believe it's coming up next turn. As you can see here, he thinks he has enough to defeat him with just punches and punches. Unfortunately, that Nameless Warbeast hangs on just a sliver and slams him with a trample, shredding up his entire armor stat. This ridiculously powerful Nameless Warbeast still took another 2 punches and an Istara base power before it went down. What an absolute tank. Now into round 2, the focus switches to Ultra Carnage. Again, just trying to lock these enemies in place with freeze. Now, be it that they are Golem, they are slightly resistant. You can see Just2fast is deciding where he wants to strike on the field. Decides to go for the Guardian on the right. Two Cult Barrelers in the back row just blasting away, shredding his armor stat even further. Praying for another freeze lock with Istara's Rain of Ice. Fairly successful. Still one cannonball enemy in the back row, unfrozen, as well as this Guardian on the right. Tristan's base for that 3 turns of Protect. Cleanse, and a nice 60k to the health. I definitely feel like stun and freeze lock are essential in these fights. You definitely need to hold these enemies in place. If they continuously tee off on you every single round, there's no chance that you'll survive. deciding if he wants to use Tristan's base here or just punch for the full rage meter. He opts for that Tristan Rejuvenate. Almost every turn is like a gamble, just hoping that these enemies are going to be locked in place with freeze. Punches and bunches, building that rage meter, attempting to maintain that freeze lock. With this rage, the Guardian on the left goes down, but both of the other enemies did not get frozen by that attack, and as you can see, Just2fast is hanging on by an absolute thread. I thought this footage was just absolutely phenomenal because of this fact. Seeing how close to defeat he was and how he manages to just pull it back. Opting for a star's base power on Ultra Karnage, dealing a nice 125k with simply a base power. The star's base power is strong versus freeze. Works very well with her rage. You can see he's deciding if he wants to heal here, opts for a recovery potion. 2 punches and a swing to make sure that the Guardian on the right is now taken out. At this point, it's a 1v1. Ultra Karnage teeing off on Just2fast with his chromatic impact. Hoping for that freeze lock. It doesn't land. Just2fast is burned with Ultra Karnage's regular attack, cleansing quickly with Tristan, and again going for that freeze lock. Manages to snag it. Knowing that he needs Tristan's base power as quickly as possible, he needs to punch in order to make the turns go by faster. Deciding here if he wants to throw one more punch or use Tristan's base power. It always seems like a bit of a gamble. Opting for a recovery pot so that he can absolutely tank that chromatic impact yet again. Rain of Ice doesn't land the freeze. You can see even at level 60 it's a gamble every single time you rage. Now Ultra Karnage burns him here. He knows he needs this freeze or he's gonna go down. And he manages to snag it. The star's base power, strong versus freeze for a nice 116k damage. And punches and bunches, building that rage meter. Absolute gamble here, going for the freeze yet again, even while burned. Manages to snag it. Tristan's Rejuvenate, cleansing that negative status effect. Again, landing that freeze. Opting for a power pot here. Rain of Ice yet again. Star's base power, 125k hit. Tristan base and rejuvenate. Nice 60k back to the health. You can see he's just prepping for that chromatic impact that he knows is going to be coming again. Again, landing the freeze. Maintaining that health. Big crit on the rage. He knows he's gonna have to tank one more. Boom, big hits. Hanging in there though by a thread. The Star of Rain of Ice freezes Ultra Carnage. And to finish things off, Estara with a big 192k crit. Absolutely astonishing footage. Amazing to see Just2fast slicing through Ultra Carnage, boxing him up and freezing him in place with Estara. A big thank you to everyone who's tuning into the channel and enjoying these videos, and a big thank you to Just2fast as well. And as always, Knights, stay grinding.